Hi guys, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you the functions. So first of all, what is the functions? Function is just a block of a code. The function is used to perform a particular task. We will code a particular thing inside the function, and then we will use that block of a code as many times as we want. And those students who have already learned other languages, they know what is the functions. So first, function is just a block of a code that we code to perform a specific task. So function has so many benefits. By using the function, we can reuse the code, or in other words, we can reuse the same code for the same purpose as many times as we want. So I'm gonna make a function that will print a text on the screen. So uh, the functions have the just same concept as in the other languages, but the way to write the function is little bit different. We have to write the function keyword to create function. So here, first of all, to create function, write function keyword, then we have to write the function name. So function name is any type of name. First of all the rules that are applied to name a variable is applied to name a function. So first of all, here I'm gonna write function name print text. You can write underscore in the name of the function. You can write any type of name, and here at the end you have to write these parentheses. These parentheses will show this is a function. And here I want to tell you something. At the place of the first character, you are not allowed to write the digit. It is not allowed to write digit, and but you are able to write the digit after the first character, like here or wherever you want. And you are not able to write minus in the name of the function, because it is a minus sign. It is reserved for subtraction in the JavaScript, in the jQuery. And the next thing that I want to tell you is, if you create a same function with these characters in the capital letters, like if you create a function like this who have the capital letters like this print text, so it is a completely different. The function name is a, because these are the capital letters, these are the lower letters, so JavaScript will differ both of the lowercase letters and the capital letters. And you can also use the special characters in the name of the function. And now we want to write the functionality, or in other words, the code for this function. So how to write it? Here we have to write the parentheses. In these parentheses, we can write any type of a code that we want to write, or that is related to our functionality. Another thing that is, you cannot create the function with the name of the reserve keyword. Like function is a reserve keyword, so you cannot create a function with the name of function. And functions are also, we can also call it method, procedure, subroutine, all these things. And now here I'm gonna write a, here is function working. Function is working. So now this is the way. I have just alert out this text on the screen. Now it is not going to work like this. Here I'm going to reload the page, so here is alert is not going to print on the screen. Why? Because we have to call the function. This is just a functionality, but we have to use this functionality, we have to call it. So how to call it? Wherever we want to alert out the text, or we want this functionality, so at that place we just need to call it by its name. Here we have to write its name and then parentheses and then semicolon. So now this statement will call this function. Here you see that it is present here again. So this is the function. Wherever we need that functionality, we will call it. And And here I want to tell you another thing. First of all, when browser render this file and browser execute this statement and the function is created. So when the browser reaches at this statement and the function will be called. So when the function will be called at this statement, so control is passed to the function here. Then when the function is completely execute at this point, then the control from this function again return to this statement, and the rest of the code that is below this statement will be executed. So in this way it is working. When we call the function, so it control return to the function, then when function complete, so control return to this calling statement. And now this is the call. We are calling the function by writing the code, and there are many other methods to call a function by using the event. By using the event, there are many functions that we call. We will see this thing in the coming sections. And another thing is code. This is the code. And next thing is we can also call the function automatically. The JavaScript will automatically call those functions. I will teach you those functions. And here I want to tell you another thing, that is you can also pass the arguments or the values to the function. Here I'm gonna show you this thing. Here you see that this is the function. Here we are calling, and we can also pass the values in this function. Here I'm passing the 4 is a value, and now here we have to catch this value in the function. This is the parameter. We can also call it argument or the parameter, so we can catch it here. So how to catch it? We have to store this value that is passing here in a variable. So here what we need to do, we don't need to write var. We can just directly declare a variable like a. So now this 4 value is stored in a, and we can use this value inside the function. Here we can use this value. Here I'm going to print this value plus, and here is a, and now reload it. So here is the value 4 is printed on the screen. So in this way you can pass more than one value. What you need to do, you just need to write comma, and you can write the second value, and now you have to write the second variable to catch this second value. So here you have to write comma and then write the second variable name, so you don't need to write var with it. So now 5 is thrown into the B and 4 is stored into the A. And now here I'm going to print here is A have the value this, and here I'm going to print in this way, and here is B. So both values will be printed in the sequence. Here I'm going to show you. Here is A, B, and here is 4, 5. So in this way you can pass the values, and you can also pass the string. Here I'm going to pass the string. Here what you need to do, this is text, and now the string is in the double quotes or the single quotes, so this string is stored inside the B. So B is here, and now here you see that the text is printed on the place of B, and 4 is at the place of A. So now in this way you can pass the different values, and you can also pass the directly value in the variable like this. Here I'm going to create a variable x is equal to 7 or 0, and now you can pass this variable like this. Here I'm going to pass it as a third variable x. You have to write comma and then pass it x. So now you can receive that x variable here. So what you need to do, you can also create a variable with the name of x, or you can create with any name. Here I'm going to write z, and now you can use the z at anywhere. Here I'm going to write at the start, and z have the value 0. Here you see that 0, it is the value of x. Here you see that in this way you can also pass the arguments to the function. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. In the next lecture, I'm going to explore some more things related to the function. So thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.